I'm Esitoka, and welcome to the first episode of Culture Canvas. Today we'll be discussing myths, fables, and superstitions. I'm so excited about this topic, and I can't wait to have you all glued to your screens. But I won't be doing this alone. I have a very special guest with me, and a very beautiful damsel at that. So kindly introduce yourself to our viewers, please.
Hi guys, my name is Ayeni Amira. And I'm here with
Esitoka. Yeah, so as I said earlier, we'll be discussing myths, fables, and superstitions. But our core focus for today would be superstitions. So, Amira,
Yes.
can you kindly tell us your definition of superstition? What is superstition?
To me, I don't think superstition has a definition.
Okay.
Superstitions are like actions you do and you believe that these actions I'm engaging in is what is bringing these results. Like you feel like when you do something, it brings this. When you do this, it results to this.
Okay.
Now believing that you doing something brings you good luck, or doing something brings you bad luck.
Bad luck.
That's basically superstition.
Okay, so do you think superstitions are real? Do you think they are true or they are false?
I can't say they are true. I can't say they are false.
Okay.
I just feel like superstitions are what our parents have implanted in us
Okay.
to cover us, to caution us, and train us to be better people.
Okay, talking about our parents, I think growing up in an African home, especially in a Yoruba setting, Yoruba household.
Definitely.
Okay, so I think I can relate well with the Yoruba household. So growing up, we had our parents tell us different superstitions. If you do this, this is what will happen. If you do this, this is what will happen. So why do you think our parents fed us with these superstitions or with these beliefs? Why do you think that while growing up, they told us these things or they made us believe these things? Why do you think they did so?
Like I said earlier, I feel our parents feed us these things to train us, caution
Okay.
us, and to also guide us. Take an example with this superstition: when you spit on the floor, causes sore throat.
Okay.
I actually believe that superstition while growing up that if I should spit on the floor, I would go back. I would walk 5 steps back to step on that spit,
Spit, yeah.
so I would not have sore throat. Then there was a day I was indoor for about 3-4 days. I did not go outside. So
Okay.
definitely I did not spit on the floor. And I had sore throat.
Oh.
And I was surprised. So looking at it, you can't basically say superstitions are true or false. But then, do you know that when I was younger, me going back to step on those pits, not to have sore throat, would actually save somebody else the discomfort of looking at someone else's
Spit.
spit
Oh,
on
the
the floor.
irritation.
Thank you.
Okay.
So that way you can see that our parents are feeding us these superstitions to guide us, caution us, and to make us become better people.
Okay, now I get. Okay. Thanks for your explanation.
Thank
And then going on to the examples of, or like the instance you give of this superstition beliefs. So I think growing up, we heard a lot,
you. A lot.
a
Can't
whole
say
lot of
that
superstition.
again.
If you do this, this will happen. My mom, all this grandma and all those, they do it a lot because they don't want you doing certain things and they want you doing certain things. So one I can actually relate well with. At the point, I felt that was even what was affecting me at the point. So there's this superstition or there's this belief that if you sit on um if you sit on a mortar, this mortar and this thing for pounding. So if you sit on mortar, your buttocks will get dried up.
My goodness.
To an extent, I believed it because growing up, I was not that kind of girl with the, with the hats and everything. And at the point, I thought, is it because of is it because I was sitting on? And my mom was always questioning me there that don't sit on. We had this mortar at the back of our house that we could.
Okay.
So we sit down there sometimes. And at the point, I was thinking, is it because I sat on the mortar? That's why my house was refusing to go. You get? So I think the reason this belief came or they started this old superstition stuff was just so that you sitting on something that is meant for cooking
Yes,
is for hygiene, basically for hygiene. So they were trying to make us like um inculcate that good hygiene habit so that we know that okay, this thing is for cooking. I am not meant to sit on it. So I think that is one superstition I can relate with well, that particular one.
That's nice. That's nice. Have you heard this one? That when you look at the mirror too much, your beauty start fading.
Oh well.
Like your
Oh
beauty start
well.
fading. Then I came to school. Yeah. So I'm always like watching the mirror, just look at myself and go out. Just look
Okay.
at myself and go out. Then at the point I felt like, wait, I'm looking at this mirror too much. My beauty is going. Then I had a visitor and he was like, don't you use powder to clean your mirror? And I'm like, powder,
But
clean mirror. Did they clean mirror? I don't understand. I was like, no, Joe. I gave him powder. He cleaned the mirror. I see. When I looked into the mirror, I was looking at the most beautiful girl in the world.
come on.
And I'm like, this mirror is supposed to like, I faded my beauty long ago.
Sure.
So you see these examples, you can't really say they are true.
But they're not
For
true.
me, you can't say they are true or they are false. I rather just take them as guidelines, and I can pass some on to my children.
Okay, I'm trying to remember one particular superstition I grew up hearing, and it's not even coming to my head. But I know this particular superstition that okay, whenever you're going out and you stumble 3 times, you're meant to go back home. If not, something
Oh,
evil
please.
would befall you. It not according there was a time I wanted to go and write jam. I was going for my jam exams, and I like I was in the hostel, I was in school, I was in boarding school that time, and from the bedroom down to the room, I kept on stumbling, and I was like, I've stumbled like 3 times. Am I not meant to go out to write this jam? And I
Okay.
actually went out. Nothing happened to me.
Funny
So
enough, you even pass.
nothing happened to me. So I'm like, wait, but they said once you stumble, or you hit your feet 3 times while going out, you should go back home. If not, something
Something
evil will
bad will
happen to
happen
you. I still don't know the mystery
behind
surrounding
it.
that because I still can't even fathom it. I can't.
What if that superstition is like caution too? So that when you're going out, you watch your steps.
I'm
Rather
careful.
than pressing your phone or looking sideways, watch where you're going. So when you're they feel like maybe when you're watching where you're going, you would not stumble. Rather
True.
than stumbling 3 times.
Oh,
You see, we can't say superstitions are true or wrong.
but they're at least helping us.
Thank you.
They're
Our
helping
daily
us.
lives. Yes.
Nice. They're
Yes.
actually helping us. So over to you. I want to ask you a question. What are your like top 3 superstitions? Like growing up, what are those 3 most frequent superstitions you were told by your parents, granny, anyone?
Okay. There's this particular superstition about pot of soup.
Okay.
Yeah, so if my mom cooks a new set of like pot of soup,
Okay.
most especially egusi, she'll be like, after she takes that soup, nobody should go
Sure.
back to the pot.
I think that's
Or if
relatable.
everybody is not ready, she'll be like, she's taking all the old soups now, all the old plate of soup
Soup
now. That
now. Okay.
if someone else goes to the kitchen and takes another plate of soup, that soup is going to go so.
Oh.
So now everybody now, even if I'm not ready to eat, everybody's like taking our plate to the kitchen. Oh yeah, mommy soup. Oh yeah, mommy soup. So that
Okay.
we'll not be going back to the
I
soup.
think that's relatable.
Thank you.
I think that's relatable.
At the end of the day, I'll cook egusi. I'll go back. My roommate will go back. Someone else will go back. We'll still want the soup the next day. The soup will not go so.
No, well, I think I have a disagreement with that. With that particular conversation, because
Okay.
I have had cases whereby this same egusi, I think egusi or efo, they tend to get sour quickly, and when first and or 2 or more people touch it, I don't know, maybe it's just a coincidence.
Try warming that pot of soup after everybody has taken their own.
Okay, that's warming after.
Thank you.
If you don't warm it after, it's automatically it gets so.
Even if you are the only person taking that soup, if you don't warm it after, it will get so. So it is not about different hands taking that soup. It is about you taking care of the soup after cooking it.
Okay.
But it was more like different hands at once,
Okay,
or
okay. It's
different
making
hands going
sour.
to the pot. Yes. But now it is you taking care of the soup after you've taken what you want. Even if it is one person and you do not want that pot of egusi or efo,
To get sour.
it will still get sour.
Okay, I get now.
Then
I think we're learning. I just
so
answered
the
this part.
second one, I think the second one, sleeping positions. See me. Oh my goodness. If I want to sleep, I don't know. I find it uncomfortable sleeping normal.
Okay.
I'm always putting my leg up.
On the wall.
My guy.
I think
I'm always putting my legs up. I've had countless occasions that my mom will be like, gbèsè sílẹ̀, ṣáàjẹ́ ni ẹni. My dad will come into my
point.
room, they'll like wake me up in the middle of the night, and I'll be seeing my mom and my dad standing, and I'll be like, what's going on? They'll be like, why am I putting my leg on the wall?
They would
My
say witches and
my
wizards
mom
that.
called me one day. She was like, I'm here with a jail from our phone. I said, "Mommy, I don't understand. Like, this is what I do unconsciously." She'll be like, Jello man, she buying. No, Kisha jail. Now, some other people now that actually believe this superstition to heart and feel like it is true, and they see me sleeping that way, they automatically believe I'm a witch. And
Yeah,
am I a
okay.
witch? No,
I think I have a similar occurrence to that
I'm not
because
a witch.
I know one aunt that was I have one aunt that was staying with us one time,
Okay.
and whenever she sleeps, she puts her leg on the wall. And throughout when she was staying with us, my notion of what I had in mind was like
She
Auntie
was a
Lara is
witch.
a witch.
You
So
see.
I stopped collecting something from her. I stopped it
Oh
because
my
I
God.
believed she was a witch. For you to sleep and put your leg on the wall automatically means you're a
You
witch.
see where that superstition were like getting it wrong. I'm not a witch and I do it all the time. Like this is something that when I'm fast asleep, I do it unconscious.
But
Sometimes
why do you think, or why do you think they give us, or they said this particular superstition, they made this particular belief?
maybe to correct our sleeping postures.
Is there anything wrong medically or in any other way? Is there anything wrong with you putting your leg on the wall
You
while
know,
sleeping?
when you sleep, you rest your head on your pillow, or when you sleep on your neck, the next day, your neck start paining you.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe they felt when we put our legs on the wall or on the window.
We have
When
leg
you
pain.
wake up in the morning, you have leg pains or muscle pull. But I
Okay.
don't know where that
Probably.
superstition came from, but I know it's definitely false because I do it a lot.
Okay. So you are not a witch.
I'm not a witch.
You
I
okay?
don't have
Okay. Okay.
powers.
Okay. I was
Yeah,
going to
so
start getting scared of you.
I think I've okay. No, no, my guy.
Okay.
I'm not
Accepted.
rich. So
Okay.
the third one,
Yeah.
the third one. I don't know if that's true, but I'm sure that my brother is not impotent. He has a babe, so he's definitely not impotent. I
Okay.
beat my brother with broom a lot. And my mom be like, "Man, no, chauffeur Coco is our lane." And I'm like, "Mommy, no, no." She'll be like, "Don't fight, don't fight, don't beat his heart, don't beat him with a broom. Can you
Whoa.
come? He's going to go impotent. He'll not be able to give birth to children." My brother now they knack babes, they go.
Jesus.
And we fight with brooms. I wipe in brooms a lot.
No, I think that's false
So
too.
you see,
It's very
when I
false.
say that I don't really believe superstitions to be true, and I can't directly say they are not true. You see
So
where it's
what's
coming
the
from.
this thing behind that particular superstition? This one you said just now.
I don't know. I can't say they are trying to stop us from playing rough play because I could definitely have used a morogu, turning stick, or use a knife. So
But
why
why would
is
you
it
use a
broom?
knife on your brother though?
We're playing now, children, kids.
Children, my foot.
You've not been frustrated by your junior ones or your brother, and you be like, Maguel, Maguel. Not that you do it though, but like that kind of
So
agitations.
you now get broom and you wipe him with a broom and then
Don't know. But I don't know where their superstition came from. But I know that me and my brother will fought with brooms countless times. Countless times.
and you don't think he's
Yeah, I see. I used to beg different girls for him. And my brother loves only you, and he's doing well. So, all the broom and beating him. Why is he not now impotent?
you never can tell.
He's knocking. So
Oh,
he's
okay.
uh uh.
Okay. Accept
Do you
that.
want to test it?
No, Jesus.
So you can confirm for yourself now.
No,
Stop
no, no,
doubting
no.
it.
Okay, okay. I believe you. I believe you.
That's it.
I
So
believe you are not a witch, and I believe
my
your brother
brother
is not
is good.
impotent, and this whole thing are just superstitions. You get.
I'm telling you. They're
Okay,
not trying
so
to push us.
my next question would be
Okay.
um what are those three particular superstitions that have shaped your life? I think probably growing up, you were told these superstitions and you held on to them,
Hmm.
and they probably like shaped your life or did had a positive impact on you.
I don't know. Let me see.
Think.
For one, I'm a person that I don't really like. Since I grew up, I don't believe in all these superstitions. But then there's this particular one
Okay.
that is about the way you treat people.
Oh.
So I think almost everybody believes that if you're rich, hmm, if you're rich and you're maltreating people that are below you,
Okay.
those people will definitely make it in life. Either you go down or you remain in that position Like those ones will definitely make
Do
it in
better
life
than
and
you.
do better than you.
Okay.
And you now be at their mercy. So I feel like that mindset, that belief actually worked in my life with the way I relate to people
Okay.
and the way I treat people, because I feel like I don't know where this person is
You
going.
don't know where you meet in the future.
Yeah, so don't let me be harsh to this person so I don't remain in one place and this person doesn't get rich and
Okay,
hates me
okay.
and maltreats me. So when I'm nice to this person and this person eventually makes it, this person wants to be nice to me. You
Okay.
get?
Yeah, I
So like
do.
that particular one is like a very made a very big impact in my life
Okay.
concerning how I relate to people and how. But the rest though, I don't believe that.
So it's just that single word that has shaped you
Yes,
so
like
far.
very strong. That's like my watchword in how I relate to people. I tend to feel like this person might not be doing well, but you don't know what they're planning. You don't know
Yeah,
what
you
they're
don't know what the
investing
future
in.
holds.
Thank you. So karma,
Oh,
and that's so
nice.
I actually believe in that karma superstition.
Okay, so to an extent, we could say superstitions have their own positive effects in the lives of children, and
Yes.
everyone has this particular superstition that has, in one way or the other,
Made them
molded them
what they
to
have.
becoming better.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so mm, have another question, if you don't mind. So,
Okay.
talking about superstition,
All right.
do you still feel it is necessary in this age and time?
Superstition.
Yeah. Do you still feel it is necessary?
Looking at the generation of children that they are giving birth to now, or children that are growing up now,
No,
we
okay.
call them internet children. They don't have fear. Yeah, they don't have fear. So I don't. Most of them might not believe it. Most of them are already like times 10 smarter than we
Us.
are.
Yeah.
So I would employ us to use facts in training our children. Let them know this is it, rather than lying to
Lying to
them
them
in the
that
name of
okay, okay,
superstitions and all.
okay.
Imagine throw your teeth, if your teeth removed, throw it
Straight
on
on
the
it.
ceiling. Kids are to come and carry it.
Yeah, true.
Just let them know that there's a proper way to dispose your teeth if you lose one of your teeth, rather than throwing it on the ceiling.
True, true. Because children tend to be smarter these days
This is like
compared to
internet children. Internet child, a 5-year-old child will ask you questions that you sit back and
they
think.
want facts.
So
True.
now imagine you telling your child something and it's like talking back at you and it's finding loopholes in what you're saying.
Saying okay.
You know that confidence will not be there. So rather than having that discussions that would now make you look like you don't know what you're saying with your child, tell them facts.
Okay. I think it was a little bit fair on us because we were not so exposed. We didn't have
Thank
much access to
you.
internet and all that.
As they do
So
now.
they were able to feed us with whatever they
Yes.
wanted to. But unlike now,
If you tell a child now that if you go out, if you whistle at night, snake will come. Let that child. If that child carry, children now have iPads.
True.
They have telephone, and be like, oh, okay, mommy, I'm coming. Hello,
Check
Siri. If I whistle at night, is snake going to come outside? And you
Siri
say superstitions is not real. The child will be looking at you like a liar.
But I actually believe that particular one growing up. That particular
They're stopping
superstition.
us from playing us play. It's not true.
You see, at night, don't whistle you. You are summoning demons. You are doing this. You are doing that.
Should we try it now? Should go outside and whistle?
No,
See
no,
something?
no. I mean,
So, I don't advise it though. But then, if your children are not exposed to the internet and you feel like your children might grow up the way you were trained, you can use them. But I don't know. For me, I'm not using that step because
so, okay.
I don't want to look like a liar to my children, or I don't want to look like an incompetent mother.
Right, okay.
So, then, I don't know. I don't know.
So,
We've reached that bridge of
what you're
peace.
saying now is that children of this age and time, they do not take or they would not take superstition to be something serious.
As we do.
And as such, we should not try to feed them with those certain beliefs
Yeah, rather we should go with facts.
rather than superstitions.
Yes, thank
So,
you.
are there any other examples of superstitions you'd like to share with us? Probably we could just,
Let me see. I made mention of the whistle.
Okay, I don't know if you know about the shadow. Like, at night, if you look at your shadow, you would dream bad dream.
Oh my goodness.
Even till now, if I am probably in a in a position where I have to look at my shadow, I try to
You
avoid it
take
because I still this superstition still have effect on me. And there are times I don't want to do certain things because I feel this is what will happen to me.
let me cut you. I just remembered one.
Okay.
Don't eat in your dream. If you eat in your dream, you are going to die.
Conjure,
They have feed you. It's witch that feed you. Don't eat in your dream. You heard that one.
I think to an extent,
And when I'm sleeping, probably I'm dreaming that I'm saying food. Now wake up. I don't want to die. Jesus, name. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to eat in my dream. See the fear. The fear that superstition has instilled in us. I would not want my
is
child
that
to do
actually a
that.
superstition?
Yeah. In as much as I don't believe superstition to be true or false. I
This
always wake
particular
up if
one,
I want chop for dream. I need a try
I
and
think
go.
this particular one is not a superstition. It is something of it contains more spirituality than the normal.
Than normal.
Because when they tell you it's probably and we've had, or I don't know how true, but we've had testimonies from people who say, okay, I ate my dream and blah blah blah. I don't know. I've not explained
I
it.
feel it's a superstition, but then we don't know more about the spiritual world.
So, do you mind sharing another superstitious beliefs you have?
Yeah,
Mm. What about washing clothes in the night?
oh, I've not heard that one.
No, I think when I was in the hostel, we after prep and all that, when we say okay, we want to wash our uniforms, and our proprietors or whoever is in charge will be like, don't wash clothes in the midnight, it will summon evil spirits, blah blah blah.
Hey,
And I'm like, for crying out loud.
what evil
What's
spirit
that?
is coming?
What's that? What's that? What's that? So I think they actually told us that so we would learn to wash clothes in the afternoon, in the evening, rather than washing clothes
Mm,
in the midnight and disturbing the entire neighbors with our noise and all
sure,
that.
sure. I just remember the one.
Okay.
The one of marriage.
Oh.
When if you get married in your dream, you don't get married in real life. Do you know how many times I've married Davido in my dream?
Oh Jesus.
Ha! Me and Davido, I've dreamt when maybe probably I transferred to their school.
School?
Maybe when he's in his dad owns
Okay.
Babcock.
Babcock.
This Babcock,
Abi
Babcock.
Adeleke University.
I don't know.
Adeleke.
Adeleke, yeah.
Yes.
So I transferred there, I met him, we liked ourselves, we got married.
Oh.
Countless times in my dream. I mean, I know I'll get married one day.
You are not married yet.
I will get married.
Okay.
I'll get married.
Definitely. We are not married yet, so we don't know if it is superstition or
Why are you saying I'll get married, guy?
I'm just saying.
I know,
I'm just saying.
but
I'm
then
just saying.
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know if this particular one is a superstition before we round up. There is this thing or when or while growing up, her African parent, her Yoruba parent, when you see your period the first time,
Oh,
the first thing they tell you when you come back, because I can remember the day I saw mine, it was on. I went to school and it came out. I was like, mommy, kineko, I've seen my period and all that. And she started with the lecture. If any guy should touch you, you become pregnant.
wow.
And I think it's so serious. Even despite the fact that we've been mentored, we've been sensitized initially about this whole thing about you can't compare us to them in the olden days.
Yeah.
We've been sensitized about this whole thing, but I still had that fear in me that okay, if a guy should touch me with the way because the way she said is OTD bring by you. If a guy should touch you, like for those that don't understand you are now a woman. If a guy should touch you, you would automatically become pregnant. And then when I go to class the second day, Benny, don't touch me.
I thought you got pregnant.
So it was in my head for a while. Like if a guy should touch me, I'll get pregnant. But along the line, growing up, I now realize that okay,
There is more to getting
there is
pregnant.
more. Instead of them to like have that sexual education with us, no, African parents will never. They just want you to know that okay, if you do this,
This
this
would be
is what
the
will happen.
repercussion.
And I think what they were trying to do is
Thank you. That was what I was thinking. They probably they were trying to guide us because you know from when you have connection with the opposite sex,
okay.
just from hand touch, just from little touch, can lead to something else.
Sure.
So when you have that belief, if a guy touch me, I'll get pregnant. You won't even get closer to the
To the guy,
opposite sex.
okay.
That it's not lead to you guys kissing yourself or
Or
touching
doing other
yourself
stuff, okay.
that you get pregnant.
Oh yeah, I get.
So they were just trying to like keep us safe from
Oh, yeah.
the whole sexual
So
issue.
instead of telling us straight that okay, don't do, because if you tell a child in this age and time that if a guy should touch you, get the child just look at you like, what the fuck are you saying?
That's why I'm telling you that superstitions don't apply to this generation.
Doesn't. I do it.
We have kids that you tell them not to do something and they want to see for themselves.
If I do, what will happen?
Thank you. So imagine
Or like
me
us
telling
that okay, if mommy says don't do this,
that's don't do. Imagine me telling my daughter that baby girl, you go to school. If Tunde touch you, if Christian touch you, you get pregnant. And my daughter should now come back and say, Mommy, Christian touched me in the class. I'm not pregnant.
And what explanation do you have to give?
Thank you.
And you're not you look like a mom like okay.
Rather than feeding those children superstitions, just tell them the facts. Guide them through sexual education.
Okay, I think I remember one. These are superstitions are from personal experience. Growing up, I used to have what is it called this thing? Big belly button. You do.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't how would I put it? I had this big belly button that I wasn't really comfortable with, and it made me feel insecure wearing some outfits. And then someone just told me all of a sudden that take 20 naira, use to rub your this thing, give it to another person, you're automatically selling you're just being your belly button. So your belly button will be becoming smaller. Why you just to that person? And I'm like, till date, I still don't know. I don't know whatever it is surrounding that particular superstition. But I know I believed it. Yeah. I believed it, and I did it. But
so your belly button got smaller.
It's a long story, my dear.
Okay.
It is a long story. It is a long story. So let's just call it a day. And let's bring it to the end of the show. And it was nice doing this with you. Thank you for honoring my invitation. And thank you for doing this with me.
It's my pleasure. And I'm sure that you guys know more about superstitions.
Yes. So if you have any other one, you could share it with us on our YouTube channel or our TikTok channel. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok so as not to miss out on any of our episodes. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Stay tuned. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Peace out.